Hello everyone. I will sit down in a moment, but I thought I would share the chaos that I have created. I got a little bit carried away mostly on the TikTok shops, but I have a vision, sort of. Well, I mean, I've done some stuff. Let me show you. Okay, prepare yourself. Actually, see if I can just change the, no, let's not do that. Okay. We have beads and beads and more beads and oh good God, beads. Now, here, as you can see, this is what I'm doing with them. The fancy fun pins. I have a lot of templates. I have more of these to create more fancy keychains. I even have box cutters of all things. And I do have some bookmark templates, but those I might need to use smaller beads with those, of which, yes, I have some. So right now I'm going to sit this down and sort through some that arrived this week and kind of give a little bit of an update as to what's going on. Okay, let's see here. A little bit better angle here. There. Some of the pretty shiny. Actually, let me make room. I'm going to put the sparkly things back here. Oh, yes. Let's just show this off some more. Yep. In the packages, for now, in the packages that I'm creating, I have created an Etsy store. There's nothing in it yet, but the reason there's nothing in it yet is because I placed an order with a place to get boxes in a size that I think would work very well, and they sent me the wrong size. Way too small. And so I contacted them, and they're giving, I had to send pictures of every dimension and of the packaging. I'm like, way to trust a new customer that you just lost, you know. And I also did the, oh, we'll send you out the size that you ordered, and we'll hold on to those in case we need you to return them, of which they're in Ohio. I'm like, and I looked it up, the ones that they sent me are like $30. I'm like, you screwed up. Now, if you want to waste the money to send me a postage paid label to send it back, that's on you guys. But we'll see. But until I have the boxes, we cannot. In fact, hold on, let me try to get this a little bit better here so you can see what we're doing. Okay. A little bit of me, a little bit of bead action going on. Okay. I'm just going to try sorting by colors, because another thing that I have from our good friends at Temu, it's taking a little bit of practice to get things that are not Temu-y. But there are plenty. You just have to make sure to be very careful about reading the descriptions, very careful about looking at getting something that's been rated. But what I've ordered to help with this bead fiasco is I ordered 4 sorters that have drawers. So I can just set them at the side, color code all of my beads, and start the creations. And I'm hoping that it shows up, because right now I'm recording this on Thursday the 2nd, and I'm hoping that it arrives by the 3rd. If not, it'll be early next week, because I was hoping over this ridiculously, insanely hot holiday weekend to be able to get that organized. But if not, I mean, with all of the stuff that I've ordered, and we now have multiple organizers, I have plenty to keep me busy. But I'm getting a little gung-ho. The other thing I did, I'm just seem to be concentrating on side gigs. I guess the hope that one day, if and when I get to retire, that I have something to keep money flowing in. Is I started doing the Mercari thing, and that's one where I'm going to recruit Emily, who will just say, She's napping in the other room here, so if you hear any snoring, that'd be her. But we're going to thrift and things like that because she knows brands. She knows fashion. She's the one that, for the role play videos, I steal her clothing because, I mean, granted, the rack of dresses that are all mine, I try. I mainly go for, as you can tell, fancy, colorful things today. Look at, we're being subtle and earthy today. Go me. But, I had to get some color in here. Hey, ASMR. But, I have actually, that has grown a lot from thrifting, and so I haven't spent a lot of money on those. So I'm doing better about not spending ridiculous amounts of money on clothing. Also because my daily wardrobe is becoming more dresses, because as I lose weight, I'm not going to do things like buy pants only to have them not fit. Well, if you get a dress that's already a little designed to be a little flowy, then you can continue to wear it for a lot longer. And then I guess when it gets to the point that it would look ridiculous, then we will just sell it on Mercari. That's the aim. Anyway, let's sort some beads. I'll show off the kinds I got. I finally stopped getting tempted by the auctions that they had because I pretty much have every color style going on now. These, I believe, are the champagne ones. Look at these. Check it. Look at that iridescent fun. Oh, pretty. These, well, let's do a sort by shape. We've got some browns and a nice squared off edges. We've got stars. Yeah. We've got hearts. These, there's always the ones that are like a bunch of textures, and I'll tend to just mix them all together, because when you're doing the pins, you'll play around with putting one and then not liking it and putting another and not liking it, and so that's what happens with those. Oh, that's a nice one. It looks like an old time marble. If you grew up playing marbles, you are very old school. So far when I'm making the pens and the keychains, the only shape that I have a bit of a challenge with are the bows. And the reason is I don't like to see the metal post. So with the way this is, you see the metal post. So I do have silver and gold little tiny beads that have a big enough hole that it hides the post and looks intentional. We're new on that one. So we've got those so far, and I'll go back to sorting these, but let me show you the other ones that I got. This one is actually very similar. And the thing about this particular company on TikTok is you can buy a lot of the stuff directly, but you're actually best off doing the auctions, because best off doing them also at 6 o'clock in the morning when West Coast people have gone to bed and East Coast people are just waking up, because then there's hardly anybody in the room bidding. And so you can get it for the intro price, which is fabulous. And any of these, depending upon the size bag, their auctions on these start out usually around $12 to $20. And for 20, the ones that start 20 or 27, they're big, full bags of beads. And you, even paying that much, you get it for a lot better deal than if you bought this stuff at Michael's. Michael's does not have a good price. These are a new one that I like to play with. I'm not seeing, actually, not quite sure what to do with this one, because there's supposed to be a hole and there's no hole. Let me show you. I've got some other ones that have, oh wait, I'm sorry. Oh, this is odd. The hole is at the bottom. Ah, this would be one that I would use more on a keychain template than on one of the pencil templates, because with the pencil template, you put it through here and then you put a bead in the middle. This being sideways, you have to use it pretty much for the keychain template. I'm learning this because I think, did I get these? I've shuffled them aside some. Oh, there we go. These that I got from a different one, I think are supposed to have, where are the holes on these? Ah, there's holes on top here and bottom here, and then you put a bead in the middle. Aren't they cool? Okay, and here, this is a different selection. Those were kind of a champagne. This one is even a lighter one. And yeah, look at some of these. I love these. It's gonna take me forever to sort them out, but hey, I'm gonna sort them this weekend when we are definitely not going outside much. If it's not too, well, before it gets too disgusting tomorrow morning, we're gonna go thrifting. Get some stuff to put up. Look at this one, very frosty. Isn't that nice? And yet another bow tie. I don't know what to do with this. These I don't really quite understand the point of these. I don't even know if this has any holes. It doesn't. Wait, it does. Okay. If anybody can think, if anybody can identify, what is that? I don't quite understand what to do with that. If anybody can tell me what to do with that, I would be most grateful. I've got a few of those in, it looks like, in this mix, just kind of bizarrely shaped, like teardrops or something. I really don't know what they are. But this one has got ones that are a little more gold than brown, some different shapes. Yet again, the stars. There's pretty much a standard to these. But yeah, you get the idea. It's going on there. And that's the other thing. They pack the little Ziploc bags and they put them in here, and they tend to burst into these. So thank goodness they double bag it. Well, they double bag it and then they put it in the one that they send it in. You're doing pretty good. This one. Yet again, I kind of seem to go with a vibe, because this one also has, well, hello to you too. Okay, this one also has a lot of the champagne. I don't think I'll open it yet because it's actually still holding pretty nicely. This one does have a lot of the champagne and a lot of the whites and pearly ones. But this one I also liked the mix of the blues, and also it had some extras that it comes in there. This one, oh, I hope this is a topper for one of those pins. That's gonna be so fancy. I love it. And we've got, take this one out. If this hasn't burst, I won't take it out of the packaging. Oh, these, I got stuff in these. Look at these. They look like sugared candy. And some of them, not all of them, but some of them are actually kind of silicone. So they have some give to them. So they have a texture. Oh, we got a nice little rainbow one going on there. Like that. I love that. That's so interesting. But yeah, this was just such a fun mix. I couldn't pass that up. But this one's going to be one, it's going to be challenging to sort. So I might just put it in one bin. And as I'm making other ones, look over and see if there's anything in here that kind of calls to me that goes with it. And then, oh, this one, oh, this is going to be one. Gonna have to, lemons. Kind of into lemons lately. I don't know why. It's like a design element. And then I just got so many. I know. I tried to get just a little of each color. I didn't get the big bins on a lot of them because I wanted to get a little of each color because I wanted to create pins of all different kinds for everybody. Okay. Oh, this one. They had two different choices on the red. They had this, which I love because it has, look, strawberry beads, little hearts, oh, little baskets. There's little hearts in there too, I know. I saw them when they were shuffling them around. But this is when, it was either these, which were a little lighter red, or the other one that was darker red. And I like the darker red beads, but what I didn't like is that the little extra charms that you would get in it are Stranger Things. I liked, and I say liked, Stranger Things until they got to that finale. Am I right? Let me know, because that ending sucked. And then we've got Actually, I think this one also may have burst. Yep, this one burst at the seams as well. This one's a little bit different in colors. Let's see if I can show it off here without, oh, look at these. We've got a gorgeous purple and pink mix. There's one kind of a blue, purplish, grayish. Yeah. This one, it doesn't have a lot of the big special shapes in it, but I just think it's just a really nice color scheme to go with a lot of the ones that I actually, because I have ones that are darker purples, I have different shades of pink, and this just will kind of complement that when I'm making the different crafts. Oh, and then finally, this one actually, this is one of the ones that actually, I hadn't seen them do ones with small beads. Look at that. Look at all those colors. This, I'm trying to figure out, maybe making necklaces, maybe making, the other thing I thought is, let me see if I can find it. Oh, they're right here. Fantastic. I've had these for years. I got them in an antique shop. There's 6 of them. And those come from those old style lamps. And I want to make the beaded sun catcher, a simple beaded sun catcher with them. And I thought this mix would probably go really, really well. Honestly, I'd never done any beading before, but it just, you know, between the love of all things shiny, sparkly, and wanting to do something creative, and also for the boxes, wanting to do something that was handcrafted so that you're not just getting a selection of stuff I randomly bought. Well, I mean, it's pretty much gonna be that, but stuff I randomly bought, and I had put some thought behind it to put it in a box, and it's got something that's made with thought, and that's why I wanted to do something, a craft that I could handle. I wish I could crochet. My hands will not let me do that, but this is, you know, the next best thing, and it's going to be fun going on this adventure, making things, seeing if people like them, seeing if they'll buy them. I've been asking friends, you know, that'll test it out for me, give me their honest opinion, so that I could make sure that I curate a box for people that's fun and stuff that they'll like, and in some cases stuff that they might need. But I'm gonna go back to bead sorting. I've babbled at you long enough. You have a very good, if you're in the US, a very good holiday weekend. If you're outside the US, you just have a nice weekend as well. And I will talk to you later. Bye.